right, everybody. Welcome to the NorCal Sports Network. Wow. What a game. What a game. Not really. what a pathetic just this team is so bad right now and has been for a couple of months that I put up this tweet on X or whatever you want to call it, sent this to Romo and Senior at 11. Let me see if I can pull it up. 11:46. There it is. See that? That was a minute after Seiya Suzuki hit the home run to make it 1-0 in the bottom of the second. I said, ball game. I knew they wouldn't score today. Hey, for all you guys out there in Twitter world that think I don't know what I'm talking about, calling me all kinds of stuff, names, and you don't know baseball and stuff.
They can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. That's right. Last 3 games, I've told you exactly what would happen. I told you they're going to go into the Cubs and get their butts beat today. And they did. I mean, my guess is Logan Webb, the Giants didn't even send him early. Maybe they did. I don't have information whether they did or not. But he was in the dugout yesterday's game in San Diego, sitting there next to Kyle Harrison talking. So that tells me that it's possible, quite possible, that he flew with the Giants after the game, got into Chicago late, probably didn't get to bed till after 1 in the morning, and then had to wake up for a pitch a ball game. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Giants sent him early. But
you are correct, Mark. You are correct.
Who knows? This is not a team that is enjoyable to watch. I mean,
this ain't no playoffs. Dan, in 3 games, they got a total of 1 run. In 3 games, 1 run.
What'd they get against San Diego Saturday night? 1?
1.
Was it
6-1? They lost yesterday 4-zip. They lost today 5-zip.
What'd they lose Friday night?
6-1.
What was Saturday?
Or was it? It was Saturday 6-1. Yesterday was.
What was Friday? Let me go look at Friday. I don't see. Let me.
Friday they scored more than 1, but in 3 games, 1 run.
Friday, they lost 7-3, but one of those runs came in the 9th.
Yep, correct.
So if you take that inning, that would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, in the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 1 run in 5 innings there, and then Saturday they got 1 run
in 9 innings.
9 innings. So that's 14. So add 18 to 14. They've scored 1 run in their last 32 innings.
Exactly.
Or 2 runs. Sorry, 2 runs in their last 32 innings.
It's garbage. Hey, Robert, the Giants ain't going to be contenders for much longer. You're 2 games above 500. We came in, remember, before this big August monolith of teams we had to play. I think, what were they, 10 or 11 games above 500, right? Somewhere around there?
Something like that.
We're 2 games. The Giants are 2 games above 500. It's highly possible they leave Chicago right at 500.
Oh, it's very possible. Very, very possible. And, I mean, tomorrow they're facing undecided. We have undecided.
Yeah.
And we know Beck's out of the rotation now because he came in today. Yep. So I told
you're going to face Hendricks. The guy almost threw a no-hitter, right? He almost threw a no-hitter in San Fran. Right.
And then on Wednesday, they've got Beck versus Hicks. I don't know if that's going to happen now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see here. Let me pull up the actual.
Robert, the team is who they are. Don't stop with this. What they're showing. Stop with this. Far better than what they're showing. They're showing you with how they're playing. The play on the field is showing you what this team is, and it sucks right now. All right.
There is the wild card standings. They're 6 behind the Phillies. They're 4 behind the Cubs. The half game behind the Marlins and D-backs and Reds. And the schedule, what is the schedule for tonight? Who plays who?
Cincinnati plays
Cincinnati
Seattle.
That's a tough one for Cincinnati. And then we've got the Diamondbacks are home to Colorado. Ooh, Arizona can make some distance right now.
They can
home
because
to Colorado.
Yep.
And then who was the other team they're tied with? There's so many dang teams. Cincinnati, Arizona.
Miami.
Oh, Miami. Yeah, Miami's off today. That's weird. Labor Day and they're off? Or did they already play? No? No game for Miami today? That's weird.
Here's an update. The Arizona Diamondbacks 4-0 against the Rockies, bottom of the 4th.
Okay, there we go.
Reds are up against the Mariners, 5-1, bottom of the 4th.
Giants could find themselves 2 or 3 back of 2 teams this week. Maybe 3.
It's possible.
Yeah. All right, so there we have it.
Oh, hey, Dan, don't forget to adjust the stuff in YouTube.
Oh, yes.
And while you do that, I'll glass half full. Thank you, sir. Again, $5. I find myself rooting for a full-scale collapse. If that's what gets rid of Kapler and Farhan. Oh, yeah, and those 300 coaches can go too. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Glass half full. That's kind of been the sentiment here the last few months, to be honest with you. Yep. And Los in the chat. Awesome. Yep.
Let's see. I try to remember where I went to yesterday for that. Where did I go for that? That's crazy. I don't remember. Oh, customization, was it? Settings? I don't know.
Yeah, you have to go into the live chat and remember there's an edit.
Channel, no. Permissions. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go.
No, I think you just go into the live.
I'm in the
YouTube.
live.
Right.
Wait a minute.
And there should be an edit button there. Yes, the Giants are depressing, Mark Continent. 2 hits today. 2 hits. That's not even getting into the run. 2 hits.
What about the K's?
13. And the guy was throwing like 91, 92. The Giants made him look like he was Randy Johnson. I mean, it was incredible. And then, oh man, when Slater had that first strikeout with that slider that hung right over the middle of the plate, I was gonna say something to you, but you had already commented saying, "How does he let a hanging slider come across the middle?"
Haniger, you mean?
Haniger, yeah.
Yeah, just a nice slider. It's one thing if the guy throws 97, 98, and you're kind of caught off guard, but he throws 91 on his 4-seamer, and so it's not like
Robert,
you have.
You're thinking again. Feelings have nothing to do with this. It has to be about the talent. You got to put out the best lineup that you can. On this one, I'm not going to blame Farhan on this one because there's really, you can't make the team not strike out. I mean, but feelings have nothing to do with this. It's about Farhan building a roster that just cannot compete. That's just what it is. When you don't have everyday players, I'm not saying you always got to get superstars, but if you don't have everyday players out there and you have guys out there who are used to facing, it's not even facing certain pitchers. It's the amount of time that they're playing. When they're not used to playing a lot of time, you get worn down. Maybe that's what's happening.
Lou Marston says, Dan, you said because of the flight from San Diego, they would sleepwalk. I'm glad I heard you. Up on the bookie.
Mark Hope with $5. Thank you, Mark. Rich Aurelio on the postgame said you need a mix in lefties and a lineup because Steele's cutter is so effective against righties.
Yeah, hey, they don't understand that.
Oh, but Yaz looked like he had 3 strikeouts today.
Yeah, they're awful.
What lefties can you throw? That's the problem. What lefties can you throw against this line? Was Jock going to do anything? No. Meckler? Probably not. Who else you got out there? Wade?
Sable.
You kind of have to give Wade some break.
Wade might be okay. Just something. Just mix it up. But this constant. I mean, yeah, it's bad. Gosh, I wish I could remember where I was supposed to go do this. Let's see. You said I'm supposed to go into the live?
Yeah, just go into YouTube. As long as you're logged into your NorCal admin stuff.
Yeah, I am, and then I can.
It should be at the bottom of the screen. There should be a button that says edit, and then you should be able to adjust the time, if I'm not mistaken.
Shoot, details, video.
Yep, you're correct, Sickle. You are correct, sir. I used to love when Ray was doing the sports phone there. He was doing a good job. Was it Ray Woodson, right? Hey, yeah, Bora, what's up?
This offense is enough. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
It's horrible.
It's pretty bad.
Restrictions.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody there's really nothing. Like button. We have only 6 likes.
Yeah, hit that like button, guys. You got 60 people in the chat. Hit that like. Yeah, Ray Woodson. Yeah, he had some good shows. I used to love listening to him.
I'm going to be switching my talents over to the 49ers.
There you go.
I'm no longer supporting this fan base for the rest of this year. Just putting that out there.
Well, support the fan base. Don't support the team.
I'm not supporting the team.
There you go.
Hey, do you remember? I can't find how I do this to change the thing in the chat. I'm in the doggone thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Cameron. I mean, it's getting to that point. It really is. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just.
How many we got?
What can you
I can't figure this out.
We got 61 in the chat.
All right. I cannot figure this thing out. I got it. I don't remember what I did. I'm going to have to videotape what I actually did.
Webb, another great game.
Yeah, he got caned again. Yeah, for sure.
0 runs. 2 hits. They had 2 hits. What is that? Come on.
Hey, we talked about it earlier. Dan broke it down by innings, but I said in the last 3 games, they've scored 1 run. 1 run. He broke it down because the night before, I think they went a few innings. I think it was like a 32 innings. I think you said, Dan, 32 innings with scoring 1 run. It's not going to do it.
Yeah,
that's not a major league team. That's a AAA team.
Los. Presidential chat greater than Giants chat. Man,
I found it.
You got it.
All right. Yeah, I take a picture of it.
Exactly, official business guy Haniger, the savior of the Giants. Remember when everyone said, "Oh, wait till Haniger comes back. Wait till Conforto comes back. Then it's going to be a team." Yeah, it's a team, all right.
It's kind of funny how bad he is. Like, he is really bad.
Check swings, just
on defense too. Hey,
they're a very flawed team. I got to pull up one of my other tweets today that I put up about here. Oh, there's a good one out there by Joe Shasky. Let me see if I can find. All right, where's it? On the poll.
Yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of good tweets.
Yeah, I got to get him on the show sometime here. What did I say? Where was it? Hey, there we are. Look at that.
Hey, look at that. Who are those guys?
Where is that tweet? Was a tweet, wasn't it?
You're just on yours.
I put one out about Ramos. Where did I put it?
Oh, that was way down. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
No, I put another one out today. Maybe it's in. No, it's not in this one. Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, that's That's the one where you.
I talked about
That's
Ramos. Yeah. It says San Francisco Giants is pathetic, while maybe its most promising hitter, Elliot Ramos, rots in the minors because Farhan has him blocked by aging below average outfielders. Yeah, tell me an above average outfielder the Giants have that's right now. Who?
They don't have anybody. They have role players.
Yeah.
Remember, Bora? What talked about that? How are these players hitting?
So Slater,
no one exceeding.
Slater is
exactly. They're all stock is trending down.
I don't know. Slater and Yaz are average. If you played them every day, they're below average.
Right. I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Same with Haniger and Conforto. Average. If you play them every day, they're below average because they don't hit. Why not give the 23-year-old kid a shot? He's smashing balls, hitting balls 110 plus miles an hour all over the field. And the Giants told him what they wanted him to go work on, which was get more lift because he was hitting so many grounders the last few years. So he works on his swing off season. And how's he rewarded? He comes up, gets a cameo appearance, and then gets set down. Mm-hmm. Come on, Giants, get it together. This is just absolutely mind-boggling. You're so dang boring. You can't score a run. You got your best hitters or potential hitters. Let's see what they got. We know what the others have.
It can't be worse. It cannot be worse than what you have right now.
We've been saying that for 2 months. It can't be worse than what they're throwing out there. And Lowe says something about, Capper throwing out Haniger in the cleanup spot.
We know what the answer is. It's going to be the same answer to the Slater question that Danny Eberman asked Kapler.
Yeah.
Oh, well, his track record says he has 120 OPS plus.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why would you put Haniger, who hasn't played? He's played a total of maybe a month and a half of the season, and you're gonna as soon as he comes back, his first day back, he was in the cleanup spot. But then I started thinking, it's like, who else do you put in the cleanup spot? I don't know. Honestly, who else is a cleanup hitter? Who else is a true cleanup hitter on the Giants right now?
No one. That's the problem.
It should be someone like Jock. But
hey, on the Cubs broadcast, they talked about Hamir Candelario, and they said he's hitting 7th on the Cubs. They said he'd be hitting 3rd or 4th with the Giants.
True. Yeah, it's true.
You got to listen to other broadcasts because
I like listening to other broadcasts. It's fun.
You get so much better of perspective. They were praising Bailey and Logan Webb and even Estrada to a point, and a little bit Wilmer, but they were talking about outfielders, and he said Joe Girardi says 9 outfielders. The Giants have center fielders 9. He goes, how do you get 9 center fielders? What do you do? Just kind of like go on the streets and ask, hey, you want to play center field?
No, the problem is they don't have 9 center fielders.
That's pretty good.
They have like 7 or 8 corner outfielders and 1 true center fielder, but they plug and play everybody everywhere.
And how about this? Hey, Dan, here's another lie. Remember they said, wasn't Haniger supposed to be an everyday player?
Yeah, so
right. What's he play right now? What's he doing?
Same as Conforto.
They're platooning him. You're big.
That's why
it's bullshit.
Not going to get other free agents that
live and die by the platoon.
Other free agents,
they see it,
are not going to come here because the Giants will eventually platoon you if you go into any kind of slump. So there's no reason for any good player to come to the Giants. And, I'm telling you what's going to happen here is Blake Snell, who's going to leave the Padres, he's going to end up a Dodger because they're going to lose Julio Arias.
Oh, yeah, that's big news. We haven't
even
gotten
horrible.
to that.
He might not pitch in the league again.
I mean, if right now it's allegations and all, but I mean,
it's
the way it sounds,
he's got history. Time.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's take a look at this Joe Shasky Twitter poll or X poll. Farhan Zaidi was hired on November 6, 2018. They missed the playoffs in the 2 years preceding him, 17, 18, clearly trending down. But it's now August 23. For you fans, is the San Francisco Giants organization under Farhan Kapler a better organization, a worse, or exactly the same? I said worse.
I said worse too.
I mean, they're worse, and here's why they're worse. Because they've wasted 5 years and they're still not playing the young guys. They should have just done a full rebuild and let all these guys start playing and traded away these aging vets when their values were high, and they missed it. They missed their values. They missed Rodon. They missed J.D. Davis, in my opinion, earlier this year.
Oh, 100%.
I said it. I said it like when he was still hot. I go, this is the time to trade him. He's got one more year, and then he hits free agency after next year. Strike while what is it? Strike while the iron's hot. Is that the saying or something like that? Isn't that it?
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, exactly. Now you just, So what else we got here? How can anyone be frustrated with Logan Webb? Guy got 1 hit of support, 1 hit in 7 innings of Austin support. Not mad at Logan at all.
It's not Logan's fault.
Do you guys think he's a true number 1 though?
I've talked about that. I mean,
I think he's a very good number 2. Because the way I see it, he's like really consistent, and he'll from time to time he'll give you that 7-8 inning shutout ball, but most of the time it's 6-7 innings of like 1, 2, 3 runs, which is like really good, but it's not really. I don't think it's a true number 1.
Outside of us, yeah, exactly.
Go out and like dominate.
He's a 1.5 is what I call him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a guy that, he has to rely on the movement of that 2-seamer or the sinker, because that 4-seamer that he throws.
How many times has he thrown
that thing's
not much.
Straight as an arrow.
He used to throw it. They were talking about it on the Cubs broadcast, how the pitching coach, when Giants got him, they drafted Webb in 14. He had Tommy John in 16. And then in 19, Brian Bannister took over or something, and they really worked with him to just throw the 2-seamer and the sinker. He gets 61% of his balls are ground balls, and he strikes out enough guys and gets enough grounders and gets guys to hit pitches early on. That's why he's able to go so many innings. But today the game was over in an hour and 59 minutes. At one point, I thought it was going to be over in like an hour and a half. It was an hour into the game, and it was in the 6th inning. I thought, man, they just keep swinging at pitches early and make it out. But then, of course, the Giants had to prolong it because they strike out. They don't hit the ball, and so they make him throw more pitches. So it's like bad. Outside of Estrada, batting average, stolen bases, nobody is in the top 50 in Major League Baseball in any offensive category on Giants, but strikeouts, which is obviously is not ideal, simply uninspiring. Joe's nailing it. You're getting a lot of people in the fan base that are just really, really tired of watching this club.
They need more
football starting in a week, less than a week. The Giants are hitting a spot in the schedule where they're going to be basically obsolete here very shortly. So they're becoming obsolete because they're so boring. Who wants to watch? Would you go pay to watch a movie where there's just like an hour and a half, 2-hour movie where it's just monotonous the whole way and there's no plot other than this team's going to just fall dead? There's just nothing that's going to happen, nothing inspiring at all in a 2-hour movie. Why would you go pay $10-15 to watch a movie? But how about having to go pay $50 or $100 with parking and food by the time you go to a ball game, over $100 to go watch this show?
Again, the people who are going to the park, are they going to watch the game, or are they going for the ballpark experience?
They're
That's what
going
I
for the
wanna know.
ballpark experience. I'll guarantee you, because you see, the majority of the people that are like in a tight, restricted area are the bleachers, because you know what? That's the party area.
I hope you're right, Mark. I really, really, really hope you're right. Um, it's got to go. This is Giants game next Sunday got moved to go against Sunday Night Football, Sleeper versus Colorado. Serious, Lou? Giants got moved to 4:00 next week? Oh my goodness. Oh, I see. They put that game on because they don't want to have, they know their ratings are going to be poor with Sunday night football, and that they don't want to. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. What's the worst game? Giants, Colorado, in San Francisco. No action. Yes. Far on. What do we got here? Another Giants post game, another day. Kapler isn't asked what's going on with the Luciano injury. Yeah, what is going on with Luciano? I wonder.
I think they just shut my personal guess is they just shut him down for the rest of the season.
Yeah, but they bring back Yaz. I mean,
Yeah.
How long was it? Wasn't it right after the early August he got sent down? The first couple days of August.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's been basically a month.
Yeah, he got sent down like August 1st or 2nd. It's been a month. Why is his hamstring out for the year, it seems like, and Yaz can pop back 4 times
Right.
in 10 days?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean,
I want to pull up another interesting tweet here today by Mark DeLucci. Come on, get in there. All right. This is regarding let's see, what are we saying here? Grant. Oh, interesting. What happened there? Hold on.
I'm saying 0 updates. He's rehabbing in Arizona. We're supposed to be updated a week ago.
And
Never
that's the
got an
problem.
update.
That's the problem with this media too. There's no accountability. It's like,
Oh no,
you should
not
be
at all.
asking, what's the update on Luciano? Why is Haniger batting 4th? But you know what? You're just like, oh, Gabe, why don't you describe to us what you could do better to help boost this offense? It's like, no one cares, dude. That all he's gonna say is, oh, I have complete confidence that we can do something.
A lot of Giants negativity talk out there. Grant Brisby. Yeah, this is super weird. Other than Keaton Wynn, the Giants bullpen has thrown 20 pitches since Friday. 10 from Taylor Rogers, 10 from Luke Jackson, both on Saturday. Also having a guy pitch on 2 days rest after throwing 49 pitches in worst outing of his career on the starters team is a choice. Talking about Beck. I always want to call him Rod Beck. But what's his first name?
Oh
Beck?
my gosh.
What's
now
Beck's
you
first
got me.
name?
Tristan.
Tristan. Okay. Yeah, I keep thinking Rod Beck every time I think of his name. Yeah, Mark DeLucci says it's been a bit since we talked about the San Francisco Giants' quiet deadline, but I remember mentioning Jaime Candelario.
Are you trying to share this or
Is it not being shared?
no?
Oh, here I am reading these things. I thought I was sharing. Okay.
Yeah, Gabe. How do you make a burger exactly? Hey, wait, real quick. Out of the 2 hits, DeYoung had one of them.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was
woo!
7 and 8, right?
Man, he's on a tear, man.
He ended his 0 for 25 streak, they said.
You know, Casey Schmidt has a 3-game hitting streak.
Awesome. And he hit the ball pretty decently. The double play was kind of tough luck too, but well, it was kind of a hopper, but it wasn't. But
it wasn't a rollover. I mean, it was a rollover, but it wasn't like a.
Yeah, he hit it decently. I mean,
yeah, he put a good swing on it.
Yeah. It's been a while since we talked about the Giants' quiet deadline, but I remember mentioning Jaime Candelario as a potential upgrade given Davis's struggles. He's hit 259, 341, 484 with 21 home runs on the season and has an 831 OPS since he was traded to Chicago. Good move, Farhan. You could have got you did nothing, Farhan, nothing.
No, we got the veteran outfielder
We got Pollock.
who gets hurt by throwing a ball.
Why is this?
Come on. Seriously, can it get any weirder than that? You get hurt by throwing a baseball? That not being a pitcher?
Let's
what?
see.
And I don't know if you guys talked about but Beck, like he has one bad outing and he gets relegated to the bullpen. It's like, where's the confidence?
There is no continuity on this
That's
team.
the issue. There's no plan for starting pitching. It's just, you know what? Wood's right? If they tell you to grab the ball, you grab the ball and go do it. That's it. There's no rhyme or reason.
This is kind of interesting, I thought. Dodgers about Urias. He was retained in 2019 after a domestic violence arrest. Didn't just retain you. He was present on the night of the rape by a Dodgers prospect that Kapler mishandled. Interesting that he's bringing up Kapler for this. A whistleblower said LA didn't even want to ask him any questions about it. This org has been shielding Urias for a long time. Here's what I kind of feel about this. Is Kapler can Kapler be what's the word I want to use? Was he complicit?
Complicit. Yeah.
By turning his back on the situation in LA with Urias, and therefore he has allowed Urias to go unchecked. Is he partly responsible for not doing? I mean, could this come back on Kapler in any way? I don't think
so. I think
you
it's
can't
already
say. I mean, not that the fact that Kapler. I'm not saying it's going to come back on Kapler in the sense that he's liable or it's his fault.
Right. No,
but I mean, can the noise affect his standing with an organization?
Now, in a baseball sense, yes, because if they did what they're supposed to do back when Kapler was with the Dodgers, he wouldn't be a major leaguer right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. He wouldn't. So this is a bad mark on Major League.
Exactly.
They're
legally no,
huge,
socially yes. Yeah.
So it's not his, legally he did nothing, but socially, and the fact that baseball is so uptight about the domestic violence issues.
And don't forget, this is only 1 year removed from Trevor Bauer.
Right. So the fact that this has been hanging, I don't know. It may be, who knows? I guess I'm looking for any way that can put pressure on the Giants to just distance themselves from Zaidi and Farhan. And Kapler.
Right.
Just start over, put together a group of people that are high. It was a risky hire bringing in Kapler because of this situation. There was a lot of negativity surrounding this at the time he was hired because of this whole situation in the Dodgers minor leagues that involved Kapler. And we've seen Kapler kind of be pretty passive with the way he handles the Giants. The only time I've seen him, he seems like a passive aggressive guy. Exactly, Cam. Yes, that would be awesome. He seems like a fairly passive guy because he doesn't do anything when it comes to fighting for the players on the field. And then when Zach Littell said something to him on the mound, he was demoted the next day down to AAA and never came back with the Giants organization. They basically released him. We see what he's doing with Alex Wood.
Yep.
he's kind of just like, why not at this point? Seriously, you got Webb, you got Cobb, and you've got Harrison. That's 3 starters. Why not add Keaton Wynn and Alex Wood and just go with it for the rest of the season and see where it gets you?
Or it doesn't even have to be those 2 guys. Just go with 2 other guys that can just solidify their spot in the
Or
rotation.
Junis. How about Junis and Wood?
Junis or Beck or just
They're not going to. I thought they were getting ready to do that, but now they're not. That's not what they're going to do. They're not.
They throw guys in a game. They don't have a long-term plan like, oh, wait a minute. If I throw Wood in here, that rules him out from starting tomorrow or Wednesday.
That limits him from going his 1 or 2 innings when we're down in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
In 2 days.
So it's a complete mismanagement. They are 70 and 68 right now.
2 games.
2 games.
That's it.
Cameron Tyson, if they finish below 500, I think Farhan gets fired.
Oh, really? Oh, is he really? Look what Hiroku's saying really quick. Lasky is losing it with the callers on KMBR. The tide is turning.
Robert Rothberger caller.
Damn, I should call in right now. Live.
Yeah.
Hey, so everybody subscribe to the NorCal Sports Network if you share this opinion.
They'll kill it right away. I should get on there and go live, and no one will have any idea.
Get on there, Eric. Go ahead. Make the call.
Do it, yeah.
I don't think you can have the KMBR sound on ours. I don't think.
Be anonymous.
No. You just hear me talking.
Be anonymous and be like, hey, if
no, they know who I am. They know who I am.
Hey,
You gotta
who
talk in
doesn't know that
different
voice? That high-pitched voice. Playoffs! Playoffs!
Hey, if anybody
man.
listening in is sharing this opinion, then check out NorCal Sports Network on YouTube. They give their opinion.
Are they streaming that on KMBR? Probably not. I probably gotta I'm gonna have to mute my mic because I gotta listen. I gotta just hear what they're talking about first, and then I can go.
They probably do it on YouTube too. I think they stream on.
Yeah,
YouTube.
I used to call into KMBR all the time. I was Eric from Beale Air Force Base, Senior. Man,
Eric, just get on there and go playoffs.
Playoffs. I just want to win a game.
Robert,
Just
come
score
on.
one.
Robert, at some point you just gotta cut bait. Jump ship.
That's the new line. Playoffs.
Playoffs.
Playoffs? I just want to score a damn run.
Oh my God.
Make that a t-shirt. San Francisco Giants baseball. Nothing like it. Playoffs? Playoffs? I just want to score a damn run. Oh, God.
That's so funny.
Look at Robert's comment.
Hey, let's see if any.
245. It's Robert. Come on, man. You just got to cut bait at some
This
point.
one?
Seriously.
They can turn it around only because it's an awful 4-team race. But if you can't hit, Robert, if you can't score, it's pretty tough to win the amount of games they're going to need to win. At some point, you got to go with what Denny Green said. The Giants are who we thought they were, right? How long has this been going on? This has been going on since the Mets series.
Since the Blue Jays, really.
It started with the Mets, I think, right?
I think it started with the Blue Jays because they lost 2 out of 3 to them, and they got shut out by Gosman.
Well, they lost 2 or 3 to the Mets too. Let me go back and I'll tell you right here. That was in June. Okay, they lost to. Oh yeah, that's right. Toronto was first. You're right. 3-0. They won, and then they lost 6-1 and 2-1. They won against the Mets 5-4. That was when they had that 4-run ninth or 3-run ninth or whatever it was. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then they lost the next day on Saturday, the Mets 4-1. Then they lost 8-4. Came home, lost to Seattle 6-5, lost to Seattle 6-0, won 2-0. I think that was the Webb outing, wasn't it? Wednesday afternoon.
Probably.
Lost to Colorado 5-2, won 5-3, and then won 1-0 right before the All-Star break against with Logan Webb pitching a complete game. So that game against they may not even beat Colorado 2 out of 3 at home. If they struggled with Colorado in July, Colorado's actually been playing. I mean, they're still awful, but they played a little bit better for a period of time. Colorado right now is 50-86. Giants are only 5 ahead of the Padres. If the Padres win today, do the Padres play today? Or are they off? Oh, the Padres play the Phillies tonight, 3:40 this afternoon. Actually getting
Watch the Padres
started.
get a little run going.
Hey, if they
win today, they're 4.5 behind, right?
yeah, 4.5. They could still catch the Giants. They still could.
Robert asked me whose idea is it to platoon Farhan or Kapler. I think the idea comes from Farhan, but it's really like Kapler's minions. It's Kai Correa, all these like analytical type guys that Farhan hired. It's their philosophy. Because if you look at when Kapler was managing Philadelphia, he didn't platoon at all.
Yeah,
He had 5-6 guys with 500 at bats or more, and that might be the roster. But it could also just be his philosophy, or not his philosophy, but how he wants to manage.
Yeah, I like that, Ted. Cubs have had David Ross managing for years now. Why can't the Giants hire an ex-player who has a better record at manager? Matheny, Bud Black, DeRosa. Yeah, I mean, catchers, pitchers make good managers. I'd go out there and hire Yadier Molina. I really would, because I think he managed in the World Baseball Classic for, can't remember which country it was, but he's obviously got it in him. He knows the game. He'd be great to, communicate with the young Giants players. What's up with is Eric in the queue? Are you in the queue, Eric?
Not in the queue yet. I'm just listening to the radio real quick just to see what they're talking about, and then I'm gonna call in.
Hey, give us a shout out. Give the NorCal Sports Network a shout out.
I don't know, man. I don't want to get they may ban me from ever going back on there. We'll see.
I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you go get a guy like Yadier who is just fresh out of the game? He's not a weirdo. He's not going to sit there and do stinking food reviews
and burn incense.
Yeah, and sage in the batting cage. What the heck is this guy? Get this clown.
That's something you do. Like, you don't do that in a major league facility. You just don't do that. Like, do that on your own time. Do it at home. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. The log in and
Lasky going after Kapler, talking about pregame preparation. He's like, yeah, well, that pregame preparation didn't work out on the ball field. Talking about hits with runners in scoring position.
Most of these ex-ball players, they don't want to deal with this crap that he throws out there.
I mean, we're 40.
All the garbage. Just play some baseball. We don't need all the sideshows, the political theater.
Exactly. No one cares about that. All we care about is if you put
I don't
wins
care
on
what
the
anybody's political. Just keep it between the lines, and
Exactly.
it's just ridiculous. So we're going to see here what we're going on here.
I'll look at Mark's comment. 2 for 20 with runners in scoring position. That's insane.
Yeah, today 0 for 0. Nothing.
That's
no
crazy.
runners in scoring position today.
See, and this is what happens, and everybody. I don't know if anybody's hyped it, but it's like, oh, there could be an excuse. There's Steer's like a Cy Young candidate or whatever. Well, that's what happens when good pitchers face this team. They get absolutely shut down. And even average pitchers, you saw it with Seth Lugo yesterday. He shut him down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There's no realistic playoff expectations or deep playoff run because in the playoffs, you're going to be seeing really good pitchers and you're just going to get shut down by them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is, because it's so easy to shut these guys down with. So,
man, a lot of people must be calling in. It's never busy every time I call in.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Real quick update. It's D-backs 4, Rockies 1, top of the 7th. Reds 5, Mariners 2, bottom of the 6th.
Interesting. 5-2, huh? 6th inning. Interesting. I don't know how that works on. I was trying to pull something up here, and it's. Why does he never even put a uniform on, Kapler?
I don't know. Isn't that what like all managers do?
It's dumb. Have some respect for the team that you're representing.
Exactly.
Come on. He'll do it when it's a throwback thing. You know what I'm saying? But he won't do it. The Giants are, over.
You know why?
100 years
Because
old,
he thinks he's better than everybody. He thinks he's the superior in that dugout, and he doesn't have to blend in.
That's the perception, absolutely.
Yep. He doesn't have to wear the uniform. He's the guy that doesn't have to do anything. He makes.
It's all about himself.
Yep.
I mean.
Yep. Yeah, I can't get through. That's crazy.
Take a look at this. Look at all this on his Instagram. Here he is with food. You don't one picture of in a uniform. There's another one. They're all different. Oh, I'm wearing a different uniform. I got to put this on my Instagram. Oh, I'm wearing a jacket. Now I've got a green hat shirt. Look at there's nothing. Here he is on the right with this uniform.
If you didn't know who Kapler was, and you just scrolled through his Instagram, you wouldn't think he's a baseball manager. I'll guarantee you that.
No, I mean, look at his shoes. He's got everything. Everything's about style. Oh, got to show his face, his diaper, face diaper. I can't breathe.
Steak.
Black Lives Matter. It's just all this stuff outside of baseball. It's all about him. There's nothing about
the team that he represents.
Yeah, it's just all about this. Their mistakes again. It's just. I don't know. I was trying to find, but I guess those are reels. That's where you get it. I was trying to find. Okay, here we go, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
Should play this out.
Best I've had in San Francisco. Literally dripping with flavor. The soft shell crab tacos pack real crunch. Nobody's number 2.
I can't listen.
Straight toe to toe with the burger. Jalapeno chips, the perfect spicy complement. And that's a smoky Scotch cocktail with just the right amount of maple syrup to balance the smoke. A+ vibes in service, highly recommend. Sneaky good burger at ABB in the Mission, the best I've had in San Francisco. Literally dripping with flavor. The soft shell crab tacos pack real.
How's
You
that?
know, the
How's
thing
that?
is,
How-
the
how's
thing
that?
is that I don't know if a lot of people realize that's not him talking in real time. That's him taking a video,
Yeah.
going into his editing studio later,
Instead of focusing.
voicing over
Yeah, exactly.
himself
Right.
with the video and adding music.
Yeah.
He's
know-
spending all this time over a food review
You know-
rather than managing.
Yes, great point, Bora. When I was a sales manager, as I had a team of 12 salespeople. If somebody's sales were down and I went and saw this kind of stuff, I would bring them in and I'd say, okay, you need to focus on what you do on your own time is your own business. But I believe your focus is off because you're posting this kind of stuff rather than refining your craft and getting yourself better. I want you to take some of that time and put some study into watching some sales tapes, get better. But you can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, if your performance doesn't improve, we're going to have to let you go. It's that kind of thing. The Giants need to be looking at this stuff. Here's another one.
This is the story of 2 bars and a walk-up burger joint in San Francisco. Still on the prowl for the best burgers and on a strong rec from a friend, I strolled into Bandit on Geary. There's no seating, but they recommended walking across the street to Rye to get a drink. Essentially, you're ordering burgers from Bandit in Rye's Lounge, which turned out to be ideal. It was fun opening the box with the fish and chips, a crispy, flaky appetizer before the main event. The notorious burger is the jalapeno relish has some lingering strong spice and it works. The gorgonzola and the bacon can hang. If this all sounds a little salty, it is, but in a good way. Simply a good bite allows the Wagyu flavor to play. My only complaint was that the burger was a little over for my tastes. I'll specify mid-rare next time. The whole experience was sneaky good once seated. Lastly, took a brisk walk to Cold Drinks Bar where my man Yong was waiting with a new scotch for me to sip on. Fire and Smoke. The 1992 Ardbeg inspired the background track for this video. What a year for hip hop. This is the story of 2 bars and a...
God. What happened? He kicked himself out. he got so mad. He kicked himself out.
I mean, what manager, what coach
Did you
in
kick yourself
professional
out? You got so
sport-
mad. Oh, man.
what manager or coach in any professional
Who?
sports do you
Thank
know that does that?
That's
Let
what
alone-
I've been saying for
Does-
months.
doesn't
Who
have to
does
be-
this?
Doesn't have to be any food related thing, but
No.
what manager spends so much time on another hobby outside of their coaching or
This
managerial
this is
team?
this is what you would expect maybe your quality control coach or something be doing, not your head guy. This is a guy that's Larry Bear has got behind. This is your front man.
This is
the
in
guy
some
that-
ways the face of your franchise.
Yeah. Yes.
He is. He's the face of your franchise. And I'm telling you, this is bizarre. Bizarre. Not one of 30 other managers in Major League Baseball, the other 29, would do this. There's not one head coach in the NFL that would do this. There's not one NBA head coach that would do this. There's not one head coach in college football or basketball or baseball.
This
that
is
would
something
do
that a
this.
high school coach would do.
This is
Yes.
This is bizarre.
Yes.
Bizarre.
It is. It's a
Uh,
voice. It's voiced over. Absolutely.
Exactly. It's a script.
It's not. It's not just from. He's just not shooting from the hip. It's laid out in front of him.
Yeah,
With
this
the
is
music,
a lot
all
of
that.
time. This is narcissism at its finest, people.
This is bad. Like,
let's
if
put
this
some other
is who you
stuff on
want
here.
representing your franchise, come on.
to Rye to get a drink. Essentially,
Let's try another reel. Come on. I'm just trying to tell you. This is what's this one? I haven't seen this one.
I had nothing to do with the garlic fries, but Chef Adam and I at Hop Dottie collaborated on some smoky, juicy, top-shelf burgers on a recent trip to Denver. The mission continues to be find or create the best burger everywhere, and we were on the right track. Really was feeling the onion sauce with Brothers Bourbon, adds a nice hit of flavor. The vibes with the crew were A+. Now it's off to New York City, so I'll
the
take any
Giants
Rex
love
for burger
this.
joints.
They're
Hit me up.
Look at this. He's
I
on
had
the
nothing
road.
to do with the garlic fries, but Chef Adam and I at Hop.
Look at the comment on that. Look at a manager with a better work-life balance. You can't. Yeah, because no other manager does this, and he's not a good manager.
Exactly. If he was running away with things, it'd be different. This is
Exactly.
oh man.
You don't do this when you're a 500 manager. Like, you just don't. You can do this if you've won the World Series a couple times and you're consistently in the playoffs and in the championship game. You don't do this if you're a 500. If your club is 500, is playing 500 ball.
Yeah, exactly. Is that stuff? Have you seen any of that before, Bora or Eric?
Nope.
guys-
The only time I seen it was you.
I've seen it once or twice.
This is. I wanted the chat to see this because this is your manager, people. This is your manager. So this is not the norm. Senior softball games. Does San Francisco even deserve a team anymore? Move the Giants to SAC. Yeah. Jeez.
Move him to San Jose.
I mean, San Francisco is just, this is destructive. This is destructive. I mean, you got to, what does Robert think about that? Robert, what's your thoughts on what you just saw?
Robert,
I mean-
do you think a manager of a club should be doing food reviews as a side quest when their record is about 500? Just tell me that. Do you think they should be spending some of their time on that?
Yeah, this is it. Am I still on? Did my mic get killed?
No, you're here.
No, you're
Okay. All right. What else do we have from Gabe? Oh, here's the best one, guy. One of the best ones. I don't know. This might be it. All right. Oh, it stopped sharing. Hold on. You got to see this one, guys. This is your manager.
And I'm just going to throw everything into the mixing bowl. This
Where does it start? Okay.
recipe calls for shallots. I'm just going to use a red one. This is my little substitution for lemon zesty.
Bruce Bochy, everybody. I got to talk over the music.
Oh yeah.
Let's. Dan is torturing us. Heroku says. G. Martinez.
I'm fine with this in the off season. Like, if you're gonna do this in the off season, fine. But some
Does
of
it
these,
say when this was done? This was done
this
just
is
before
30
spring
weeks
training.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so
this
this
one
is
I asked
fine.
him a question about.
Do this, but like, if you're doing this during season,
Those
come on.
hamburger ones are during season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are.
Did they show the dates? The ones.
I didn't pay attention to the.
It was like 9 weeks ago.
Well, I don't know. It says February 3rd. I don't know if that's when it was posted. I don't know when this would have been posted. Is he serving that shit raw?
Yeah, he is. Watch.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's gonna eat it.
Oh, come on,
I'm just going
man.
to chop this garlic.
Yeah,
That's what
I
people
asked
do
him
now.
the
That's
I
the
asked
smart
him the
car.
question on that.
Come on.
I said that was the question I asked him in the spring training. I said, I saw this. Did you really eat that thing raw? And yeah.
Well, hey, how about this? I know what we could talk about. This is a quick clip. Here we go. Let's watch Starship. This is when they actually landed the first one, SN-15. Nick knows what I'm talking about.
What is it?
Look how much more exciting this is. You got a rocket flipping in the middle of the air.
That doesn't look like a rocket. It looks kind
That's a rocket.
looks a little bit. Is
And it
this? It looks a little off. Is this for children?
Children? What the heck are you talking about, man? Come on. That's right, Nick.
Bora got it.
SN-15. That was the first one they did. It flew up to 12 kilometers. It free fell, and then it flipped with its rocket engines, and it actually landed. First time that's ever been done. Pretty amazing.
All right.
There you go. Yep, that's how we're getting to Mars. Just so you know.
All right, so
Maybe
let's change subjects here off the Giants and Kepler. Let's go to something a little bit more sports, just kind of a potpourri of what's going on in the sports world right now. See, the U.S. lost to Lithuania in the
yeah, I did
in Manila, 110-104. But that doesn't knock them out, right? They're just a second round. They could still win the thing, right?
I'm not even paying attention to that.
Yeah, I haven't paid much attention to it either. Just Dan, if this was an issue, why doesn't because they're just like Kepler, the ownership. Hey,
Robert, do you think this is a non-issue?
Do you think it's weird, Robert? Do you think it's weird, or do you think that's normal to be doing hamburger reviews on your Instagram of the city of San Francisco while you're in the middle of a baseball season? I mean, if you want to go do that,
What's
fine,
up, Sean?
But posting it. Hey, Sean, did you just come in? You just missed all the Kepler weird stuff. Did you see any of the Kepler?
No. We don't need to see it again.
Did you see any of the Kepler videos we were showing about his food reviews, Sean?
Come on.
Not weird, but very inappropriate. Let's see. It's
weird in a way that it's not has anything to do with being a manager of the San Francisco Giants.
It's a little weird.
I saw it. I hate it. Hey, I'm just telling you. I'm just showing you because I don't think the average person knows. This is your leader of your franchise. More so than Farhan because you don't see Farhan's face.
Not every day. Exactly. Kepler you see every day.
You see Kepler all the time. And I'm just telling you.
I'm telling you.
I just think it's weird. I do. I think it's really weird. Now, I think it's fine if that's what your social life is and you like food and you like cooking. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, you shouldn't be a manager then.
I don't have a problem with it. But don't bring it and post it for the whole everybody to see. It's like, to me, it's just like, yeah, that's who you are. That's fine. That's who you are. It just doesn't fit with my view of a baseball manager, a leader of men.
Eric, could you bring up Eddie's comment?
Which one?
The most recent.
3? Okay.
It is weird, and yeah, no one cares that it's his way of enjoying time. The problem is when you're posting all this on social media for the world to see, and your team isn't performing, it's a little bit of an issue. It's like it almost. I mean, and I'm sure he's not actually spending so much time on this that it's really taking away from the Giants. It might be, but it to the fans and to the viewers, it looks like you're spending so much time on making these food reviews. At the same time, your team isn't performing. It doesn't correlate. It makes it seem like you're just not paying attention.
It's just a weird perception.
There you go, Sean. Exactly. Poor optics. It's all about perception.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit, and this isn't. This is baseball. Okay, baseball's kind of like, baseball is the most popular sport in America before, obviously football is now, but I mean, it's, baseball, Chevrolet, and what was it? And hot dogs and apple pie or something like that. Whatever the four signatures. America. Yeah, America's changing and it's getting weirder. But come on, this is like I just don't think there's many grown men baseball players that are into that kind of stuff. And so I think it affects personally your relatability to your players. I mean, I do. I think there is a you're not relatable to the common dude. Okay. You're just not.
You can just tell in the interviews he doesn't. It's almost as if he really thinks about what he has to say. It doesn't really come out smoothly. It's like I have to say the right thing. I can't mess up at all. When he's being interviewed, just watch the interviews. It doesn't really flow to me, at least.
Matthew says, Dan, Eric, and Bora, all of us know that if any of us were allowed to manage any Major League Baseball team, that all we would talk about is baseball because we love it so much.
Right.
Kapler doesn't really care about baseball.
That's the perception.
Yeah,
100%.
there is a perception he's got a lot more interest outside of baseball. I want my manager focused on baseball,
especially when you're when for 3 months your offense hasn't been hitting. You should be in the batting cages and in the lab trying to figure that out instead of making food reviews at restaurants.
I know how Eric loves those food reviews, so don't put me up on the beach anymore. You'll be watching more food reviews.
Wait, what? Where were you again? You were where?
Don't say it, Dan.
Look, he's getting rid of me right now. Watch.
There he is.
What do we think?
How's your KMBR now? Graves wants to know.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Or Ted Mosby.
I was just gonna. I've tried calling like 10 times. It was always busy. So, I guess there's a lot of pissed off Giants fans. That's what I'm thinking.
What do we think? Kruk and Kipe's opinions on Kapler are.
Someone I saw, was it a tweet that someone, I guess Kipe was being kind of what did he say? Hey, at least we got a hit.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's what you can say, right?
Robert says, if the Giants were winning, would this be an issue? Not if they were winning and playing baseball, if they were in the Phillies position right now or the Cubs. I don't think so. I don't think it would be an issue.
It's not an issue because they would be playing well. So there wouldn't be much for him to do or for him to fix. They're not winning and they're not hitting. So you should be spending your time working with the hitters, working with the hitting coaches, working with the assistants to start hitting and start performing.
Yeah. Kifnaw 12 says it's an issue because the team is collapsing.
Exactly.
It's been an issue with me before the season, though. I'm the one that's been pointing this out and saying this is just odd because I don't think that this kind of stuff, I mean, when I was in high school, I mean, we're talking, what happened to my camera? Oh, that's Bora. Okay, I saw a camera pop up and I thought it was me. When I was in high school, I played all 3 sports. I lettered in, everything. But we were referred to, this is dating me. I mean, I don't know if they still refer to guys as jocks today, but that's what you were just kind of, oh, he's a jock, and jocks were kind of like the guys that, a lot of locker room banter, a lot of off color conversations, a lot of just joking, innuendos, ripping guys, ripping your, back in my day, it was no big deal to rip on guys for, nationality, whatever. We just laughed at it. There was no sensitivity crap. But most ball players fall into that line of just being kind of wild, a little bit, but they don't like fluffy stuff. Okay. So my point is that, hey, I like to cook occasionally. I'm not a great cook. My wife's a great cook. I love barbecuing. Food is, part of our lives, but it's fluffy. Does that make sense?
I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's fluffy. And it's not conversation, you normally hear in a dugout. You're going to hear guys, in the clubhouse. When I was in the clubhouse, they're talking about March Madness. They're talking about just other things. They're making jokes. They're not having like, hey, how do you like your sushi? Come on over and we'll make some sushi together. It's just whatever. It's just bizarre to me.
Hey, Robert, why don't you want to come in and join us? We got another guest that wants to come in with you as well. So if you want to come in, you could come on in. We could talk about this because I have one issue here. You're saying Kapler's escape and passion. I get everyone has to have an escape, but the passion for a Major League Baseball manager, shouldn't the passion be baseball? Shouldn't you be centric about that game? I mean, you're managing one of the most iconic baseball teams in American history. And that should be the passion. That should be what you want to be going to. You watch him manage a game in some of these situations, and he looks totally lost. Perfect. I mean, this is just recent. This is recent, but he's in Atlanta, and he wants to challenge a call at third base when Acuna clearly touched the bag. And he's acting like, oh, I know what's going on here. I'm keeping track of this. He shows the passion is lacking in the dugout. There is no passion from Kapler when he's managing a game. It's robotic. The passion that I see more passion in him talking about smoky bacon than I do about his lineup that he puts out every single day. The moves that he makes during an individual game. I mean, that's where I want to see the passion as far as a baseball fan is concerned. Hey, if he wants to have an escape with his food, so be it. Have fun. But when you're putting it out there in social media, when your team is scuffling, that's where I have the issue.
You put it in social media, you're putting it out
exactly
talked about. Okay.
Yes.
So like, what do you got, Bora? What are you eating? What looks good? I'm hungry.
I have some popcorn going.
Popcorn. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Did you microwave that?
Yeah, just the microwave.
That's a college student.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Kyle McKinnon, I like that. Who you got coming in, Romo? What are you talking about?
Sean texted me. He wants to come in and talk to Robert.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Did he text me too? Maybe he
this
did. I didn't even
this
see it.
Costco brand microwave popcorn with
Pretty
evenly
good.
butter distributed throughout the whole popcorn just melts in your mouth. Wow.
Is it smoky?
Oh yeah.
Did you take a
for
brisk
sure.
walk? Did you take a brisk walk?
Yeah, I might have to go to sleep after this. This is so nice.
I like popcorn. Yeah. Hey, give us a food review. Oh, you just did. You just
He was
okay,
doing his Kapler impression.
Yeah. Now I get it. I was looking down at something else, and okay, right over my head. Come
on, Robert. You want to come in?
Can you make a hamburger or something and talk about?
You don't even have to do nothing with it. Just put the meat right on a plate, and you're good to go.
Yeah, just.
Get a
Get
nice-
some raw ground beef and just
Yeah,
put it
some
on
raw
the
ground
plate.
beef and a side of maggots that's going to be crawling around your stomach.
Oh, I saw something on Twitter that was gross yesterday. Somebody they were doing a thing through this guy's throat and an instrument down the throat, and they pulled it up, kept pulling it, and it was
A tapeworm.
about this long.
Blech,
It just kept pulling.
blech.
Oh man,
Blech.
the
No thanks.
assistant freaked out when she was like, ah! It's like I thought, what the heck?
No thanks. I'll
How do
pass.
you Whoa. You guys want to watch it?
No.
Here, I'm gonna put out the link for Robert. Come on, Robert. Come on in.
Robert's not gonna come in.
Come in, Robert.
You don't
Come
have
on.
to
Not
show your
gonna
face.
come
You just
in.
have to talk.
Yeah, you don't have to.
show
Yeah,
your
just
face.
all you got to do is talk.
All you gotta do
Let's
is
go.
hit stop cam and it looks like that.
Exactly.
And
It's
you
all you
don't
gotta
even
do.
have to have your picture on, like you can do like Bora. Or you could
Sneaky
do
good
like,
popcorn.
or you could do like this. I could just get you in and I can just go boop. Just like that. So fun to play with Eric. So
You're
fun.
trying to say making little clicks can bring up something funny, huh?
Go for it. Go for it. See what happens to you.
Oh man! Hey, this is a good one. Played this one earlier. For those who didn't see the intro of the show,
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Cubs are gonna win today. Go Cubs, go! I love that song, man. Giants need something. I mean, Cubs, exciting. 40,000, and they.
all right.
They-
Thank you, Robert. He
They have
goes,
a
"Agree.
vibe."
Baseball should be his first passion. Yes.
Rick Brown, do I have a? You know, I do not. Maybe I can find that on Twitter. John Shea. Let me look up my Twitter and see if I can find.
Appreciate
that.
it, Robert.
Thank you for that.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. If I finish last, I have to get a fart han haircut.
Oh yeah,
Just gotta
shave your
shave all my
head.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
Draft in 2 days.
Oh,
That seems to be.
let's take a look at this here. Thank you to Rick Brown. Thank you, Rick. See if we can pull that up right here, right now.
There you
Hopefully
go.
we can.
Hey, while you do that, here's a score update. It's top of the ninth between the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. Diamondbacks still up 4-1 in Cincinnati, right? Yeah, in Cincinnati, they are still up 6-2, top of the eighth against the Mariners.
All right. John Shea, we owe the fans in the city a lot more than we've been giving them the last couple of days. In this story, very explosive quotes from Mike Yaz, Skrimsky, Logan Webb, and Gabe Krappler after the Giants dropped their fourth straight game.
Oh, I'm ready, Truck.
Oh, you never sent
Me and you going face to face, week 1. Let's go. Going down. We haven't even drafted yet.
oh boy. Hold on here. Let me
He says he has to go and watch the grandkids. I am sorry. No worries. You're definitely gonna have to come up here in the near future.
Sometime.
Gabe Kaplan. Yeah, I agree, Sam. That all means nothing. You know, you hear a lot of words come out of this organization. It's
let's
hard to
pull
believe.
up this article and see if we can get it here. It's pretty unacceptable. Giants Yaz vents after fourth straight loss.
Hmm.
The time between the end of Monday. Can you guys see that?
Nope. All I see is the Twitter.
Oh, it didn't come up. Wonder why the whole article.
You
didn't come
probably have to open up in a different window, so you'll probably have to do that.
up. Hold on. Oh, let me open it up in this window here. Present, share, Wonder which one it. Is it? Did I get the right? Is that it? You see it now? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you're good.
The time between the end of Monday's game and opening of the San Francisco Giants clubhouse to the media was an extra long 26 minutes. One of the reasons for the prolonged cooling off period was a meeting that took place involving Kapler, Yaz, and Wilmer Flores. The Giants had just dropped their fourth in a row in a 5-0 loss in which they collected all of 2 hits against the Cubbies. Did not advance a runner to second base. Can you believe that?
Pathetic.
And wasted 6 strong innings from starter Logan Webb, who eventually caved in the 7th. Things need to change in a hurry if the Giants are going to reach their goal of making the playoffs. And Yaz shared that exact message as he has addressed 2 reporters at his Wrigley Field locker long after his sit-down with Kapler and Flores. It's pretty unacceptable. We're not playing well enough on offense. No kidding, Yaz. It's been like 2.5 months, though.
You know, I'm going to say something. They had 2 hits, but where's the sacrifice bunt? At this point, Kapler should know, yeah, you know what? Our offense isn't good. So when we get a runner on first base, because Casey Schmidt's hit a leadoff hit?
I believe, I'm not sure, but I think it was with 2 out. I texted Eric, I believe I texted they should send Schmidt
Yep.
to try to get something going.
Yeah,
because
like butt him over or do something, because it's just having someone get a hit and just leaving them there.
So you got to
it's
do
not
something
gonna
to
do
create
anything.
a run.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see what's else. We're probably making too many mistakes on the mound. It's a shame to go out there and play like that behind Webb when he competed as well as he did start off the game. We're not playing well enough on defense. We're probably making too many mistakes on the mound. What do you mean? And we've got to look in the mirror and decide who we want to be. Hopefully come back with some aggressive
fierceness.
And it's
aggressive fierceness?
It's important not to just play for ourselves, but to play for the guy to the left of us, the guy to the right, and for all the fans. The last couple of games were a disservice to them, too. We owe them in the city a lot more than we're giving them the last couple of days. The message wasn't shared with the team as a whole, but that's probably coming. I think at some point, as Skrimsky said, there's definitely a conversation we can have as a group to really – where's Kapler in all this? We've been a little lackluster and sloppy, so hopefully we're going to be able to fix that moving forward and show up tomorrow and really try to take it to them. How can it be fixed? Well, it's a mindset. No,
Whatever.
A lot of it is a mindset, but a lot of it's talent.
Talent.
You
Come on.
Can't hit. We have to understand how much better we are than what we're doing right now. We have a tendency to be, I don't want to say complacent, but sometimes you can try too hard in baseball and sometimes you don't try hard enough. I think there's a really good middle ground where we can step it up a notch and be more competitive within ourselves. Kapler was quite blunt when asked particularly about the offensive woes. We have to be more aggressive. We have to have, and forgive my French, kind of an effing mentality, Kapler said.
What?
And what that means is we're walking up to the plate and we're going to be on the offensive. We're going to be the ones who are forcing the action. And right now we're a little defensive at the plate and it's hurting us. Giants arrived in Chicago from San Diego. Oh, what did I tell you guys what happened? In the wee hours of Monday morning, slept fast, awoke early, and bust to their Labor Day afternoon game, hoping the friendly confines of Wrigley Field will be the right spot for the bats to start working. In just an hour and 59 minutes, Giants wasted little time swinging and missing the batter's box, blah, 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 blah. All the losses are rolling up. The Giants are 0 for September, are coming in an opportune time. They entered the day in a 4-way tie. Okay, the Cubs in possession of the second one. Moved 4 games ahead. We've got to have more sense of urgency. All of us, Webb said. I'm going to roll through this. The only damage off, okay. That's a nothing burger. That wasn't that telling. Big deal. You got to
aggressive fierceness.
You got to be more aggressive.
Aggressive fierceness.
Hey.
We got to be more aggressive fierceness.
I mean, come on. How about we suck right now and we better get it together. We're going to be watching the playoffs again.
And what the hell does that mean? We got to have an effing mentality. What does that mean?
Means
an
you got to
effing
go.
mentality?
You got to be like you're the bad boy. You're a badass big man on campus when you walk up to the
That's
plate.
what you say to like high schoolers. Come on.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You
need
walk
an
up.
approach.
mentality.
They don't
You
have
got to
an
walk
approach.
up to the plate like, hey man, I'm the man here. Come on, throw it in here, baby. I'm gonna wrap that ball. Just come on, come on, man. I've been talking to Gabe Kapler. Put that ball right in here, man. I kick your ass, man. Come on, boo, come on, man. That's what you want. That's what he means.
Man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man.
How about just you got to go take some extra swings in the cage, and you got to watch your videos, and you better be more aggressive in your approach at the plate instead of walking up there. I got to walk up there with like, I'm the man. That's right, man. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, man. You know. How about I got something for you, Gabe. How about bringing up some of your better players like Elliot Ramos, guys who are actually mashing the ball?
Do you think that's his decision though, or do you think that's Farhan's?
It's Farhan, but Kapler can go to Farhan and say, "I really need Elliot. I need somebody that can be a spark, somebody that's actually hitting the ball hard." I mean, Elliot Ramos is hitting balls over 110 miles an hour. Didn't that home run the other night he hit walk-off was 120 or something? Or
No, 111.
111? Oh, maybe it was Adolis Garcia that was 120.
It was
Yes.
Acuna.
No, that's Acuna.
Oh, it
That's
was Acuna,
121.
okay.
121.
121, okay.
It's a final in Arizona.
All right. Giants fall to 4th, maybe 5th. Actually, they'll be 5th after
After the Reds
well,
win.
they'll be
Right?
yes, they'll be 5th. After the Reds win, they will be 5th. And they will have to overcome 2 teams now. See, it gets harder and harder because when you're bunched up like that, you could win a game and not game because there's 2 other teams you got to, So
Texas is losing again to the Astros.
You don't control your own destiny now.
yeah, exactly. Ted Mosby says he'd respect Kapler for once if he pulled a Mike Singletary and came out and said, "I can't win with him. I want winners." And if he called out Haniger the way Singletary called out Vernon Davis, yeah, look what Vernon Davis became after that.
Or you call out Farhan for this lackluster depth and this like the team.
Oh, he
You're
can't
like,
call
you know
out,
what?
he can't call out Farhan though, Gabe. He'll get he'll get fired. But
The only reason why Kapler has that job is because of Farhan.
oh yes. And
Then do you think if one of them goes, both of them will go?
Well, if Farhan goes, I think Kapler goes.
well, yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
about the other way around.
Yeah, Farhan goes, Kapler's done. The only way Kapler stays is if Farhan is because a new GM is going to bring in his own guy. Here's the crazy thing is, why did they hire why did Farhan, you think, hire Kapler?
Because Kapler's a
puppet?
sheep. He
Yeah,
does
puppet.
what
Sheep.
he does
Exactly.
what he's told.
Yes.
And you know what? That's if you look in the dugout of all these like challenge calls, Kai Correa, like after any sort of close call, goes immediately to the phones. And like immediately on the Flores play where he was tagged out or called out of the baseline versus the Padres the other day, Kai Correa, he was on the phones. And you know what? Kapler was just looking straight ahead.
Correa is his job because Kapler is up at
that's his job. But who do you think when they challenged that Acuna missed third base? Who do you think it was? I think it was Correa who was like, "Oh, we got to challenge this," and Kapler was just like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it."
So what was Kapler looking at during the game? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, but there's no like he's not paying attention. So then he's just taking orders, and he's like, "Okay, we'll do that." There's no pushback.
Kapler or I think that came down from the video room. Either that or it came from somebody on the bench that.
And that's
Could've
fine. But
been- could've
Kapler, if
been
he's watching
Correa.
what's unfolding right in front of him, you think he would know. Yeah, he tagged the
Well,
bases.
I think sometimes it's easy to miss something on the field when things happen quickly. But your video review guy should have
Yeah,
said no.
they-
That's on the video room because you're looking
Yeah,
at
that's
it.
true.
I mean, sometimes when you're in the heat of battle, you may be looking at something else. He may have been looking at the ball down left field line, and not seeing it. That's I'll give him a little grace there, but
Good.
Baseball Reference has Giants at.
I was just going to look at the
35%.
ESPN. You want to bring up the ESPN?
I can pull that up
Because
real
remember,
quick.
it went down to what, 48? It went down to 48 yesterday or something.
Here, this is not Giants related, but there's this tweet. Anthony Rendon, when asked for an injury update, no habla inglés today. Then he put on a hoodie and left the clubhouse.
All right, then.
Angels organization is a disaster.
Oh, it is.
Okay, has the Diamondbacks that hasn't gone
39%.
final yet? They haven't.
Yeah, it did go final.
Oh, it did. How do they got the Giants are a game behind the D-backs and they got the Giants with a
They
higher
may not
percentage?
have did they update this? Is this their first win? Yeah, it is win-wise because they lost yesterday, right? The D-backs.
Cubs are up to 85%. And so
39.
I'm gonna look
Cincinnati,
on FanGraphs.
Cincinnati's at
It's
16. They must be looking at the strength of schedule.
Maybe.
Oh, Cincinnati's game's not final yet.
No, it's
I'll
not.
bet you when the Cincinnati wins, the Giants 39 will go down to 34,
Yep,
35.
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Matter of fact, I'm
And-
gonna bring that up on.
Take a look. I'll be right back. The
Wow. What do we got here?
I just finished this whole thing. 40 ounces
water.
Of
water. Be right back.
got it. All right, let me get this ready for when he comes back. No, I'm not going to do that. I should though. Oh man.
Yeah, 4-18 in the last 22 road games. Seriously, they're really struggling. And, I mean,
All right,
don't.
they're going to the top of the ninth in Cincinnati.
Does anybody have any confidence that this team will beat the Rockies?
Oh yeah, let's go. Starship time.
Because I
No,
don't.
oh, you know what? I don't. That's what I'm saying. You said 3, and I was going to go 3, so I had to
Mhm.
go with 4. But yeah,
I mean, I don't have any confidence in this team, like whatsoever.
Nope.
Coors Field is a hitting ballpark. I mean, I don't know if they'll score 4 runs.
exactly. Let's go with some more. Let's see if I can find some more good stuff in here before Dan comes back.
Just put the picture up now and then to get ready.
I know I won't do that. Yeah, he'll be expecting that. What do we got here? Oh, this was good. This is ship number 9. You remember ship 9, Nick? When it freaking belly flopped? Yeah, let's go. Here we go. There we go.
Come on, baby.
There we go. There's where it comes. See, it's coming down, then it flips, but it did it. It overflipped. Boom. Little bit of delay on that because of how far it was away.
Yeah, I don't. What Eric? What do you think they're gonna finish? What do you think the record is gonna be when they finish?
Ooh, you know, I don't know. I think it's gonna. I can't tell you. I think it could be. It's very possible they're under 500.
I think that's a. I mean, because what are they? They're 2 games over 500
2
now?
games over 500. It's
I
very
think they're
possible.
I think they're gonna be at 500 after this series, and then they play the Rockies and the. Who do they play after that?
The
Indians?
The Cleveland. Because I think it's Colorado, then Cleveland, then Colorado again.
Yeah, so they could have a winning record after that, but that last stretch against the Padres and Dodgers, I think they could go.
No, Gabe just added another video 1 minute ago.
No, he
2 minutes
didn't.
ago.
No, he didn't.
You have his notifications on.
You got
Look at that. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
I got to stay up on this. Hold on. Let's see what this is.
Oh my God.
Look, I get to view it.
Yeah, Nick, it was remember? Hey Nick, when they were first doing a flip, they were only going to run 2 Raptors, and then they went to 3.
Oh, it says 9 hours ago.
Oh.
So he must have 9 hours ago. What was it 9 hours ago going on?
They had probably just got into Chicago, probably.
No. Wait,
No?
what time
No.
is it? It's 4. It's 3:45. So 9 hours ago would have been
1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So it would have been about 7. So 10.
This morning?
No. So 8 over there? 9?
Wait, 9 hours ago here would have been 6:45 in the morning.
So it would have been
8:45 there.
Yeah.
So 4 hours before the game, he's uploading that. A little view. It's just, I mean, it's just the focus. It's just weird. I mean, you're on a losing streak. Here, do you guys get where I'm going with this? It's a lack of, it doesn't mesh that you're posting social media 4 hours before a game. Where's your mindset? You're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yep.
You're in the playoffs with 25 games
exactly
left going into the game. I mean, yeah, does it take a minute, just a quick boom post? Yeah. But is that where, who was it that, I'm trying to remember somebody, a coach went into, it was Bochy. We read about it. You remember what Bochy did? He walked into the quote from.
Oh, yeah, and he destroyed the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Because the players were all on the phone, and he was like, "Get your." I mean,
I really want to see what are the players doing before the games? What's the clubhouse like? Because I'll bet you playing games on their phone, doing whatever.
Usually about 4 hours before, when in spring training, guys had before practice, they were in the, they were either already out on the field doing some work in the morning, then they'd come back in, get some therapy. Guys would be, most of the guys were just walking in and out, getting things done. Like Sean Jelly was a guy that every time I walked in, he was sitting there by himself, just doing crossword puzzles,
That's spring training, though.
Yeah, spring training. Other guys might be just sitting, listening to music, just getting themselves, but there's not a lot of, I don't know what it'd be like for a regular season game a few hours before. My guess is guys are just, getting ready. Some guys are just talking to each other, their locker mate, stuff like that. But Bash, it should become a big story. Yeah.
Look at this. That's a little change of
I haven't heard that at all. I haven't heard that at all.
Where's your word coming from, Justin?
Yeah. Who's your
real
source?
Quick? Hey, Dan, Matthew has a good point here.
Dan,
they should have you on ESPN to talk about this. I don't think most fans realize this is how Kepler spends his time, and the host on ESPN should be bashing him for this. It should become a big story.
ESPN doesn't care about baseball. They're football, basketball.
They don't care about the West Coast either, unfortunately.
Yeah, all they talk about is Otani with baseball.
Yeah. Trox
I'm
says this is
looking at
old.
their
This
schedule.
is
it's
old, the 4 million stuff. Yeah. It's
He says it's all over Twitter.
all over on. Yeah, it's probably old stuff. It's because I
don't-
saw some stuff on 4 million last night, but
I
Gonna
don't
be
think
interesting.
it's that he's played his last game as a 49er. It's just that he might not play.
It's possible.
this-
I'm telling
this
you,
week.
in this day and age, nothing surprises me anymore.
No,
So-
he's gonna play this year. It's like
Oh
they
yeah,
could
but
get-
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if he does get traded.
Hey,
Look,
what
I mean-
did I tell you guys about Joey Bart or Patrick Bailey when he was hitting 3-something this year? What did I say?
Yeah, he said he was going to fall back to 250.
Here,
Mhm.
listen to this. The most important San Francisco Giants development. This is Mark DeLucci. May be Patrick Bailey's regression at the plate. He's now hitting 249.
Yep.
Since his call up, it's slightly better than Joey Bart last year, but it's a far cry from the borderline all-star.
See, Dan, I listen.
Good. You good. Good.
That shouldn't be what a story is, though. I mean, that's not a story. The story should be the offense as a whole. Patrick Bailey's a defensive catcher. He was.
Right.
We
Right.
knew he was going to regress. That's
But a lot of people
A lot of people
didn't
thought he
think-
was the second coming of Buster Posey too.
Yeah, I said no. He's
Yeah.
never hit like big time, and he's not a great hitter from the right side. The Giants are just fortunate he hit that one out against Texas.
Oh, that would have
Uh,
been a sweep. Yeah.
That would have been a sweep, and they would be 500 team right now.
Yep. You're right.
Maybe under because that would have the tailspin would have just. Hey, this is a, you know,
I was
This
looking
is-
at the Giants' last 12 games, 2 against the Diamondbacks, and the rest are against the Dodgers and Padres.
yeah,
That's
that's a
Hey,
tough 14
and
game.
they're not
It
they're
is.
not going to be playing
12.
the Dodgers and Padres aren't going to be playing the Giants lightly, even if they're out of it.
Oh,
or if-
never do. They never.
They
do.
never do.
No, it's a tough schedule. You know, I may readjust my schedule. Right now, I have them pull up the schedule there, Eric, that you have.
schedule?
That, yeah. And while you're doing that,
Oh, you're bringing that up. Oh man, he's asking for it. He is. He's begging. He's begging.
I think the hamburger one. Hey, I haven't seen this one.
Dan, scroll up a little bit. Up a little more. To his it says Gabe Kapler, the track is the story. Why is there no manager for the San Francisco Giants?
Because it's
Yeah.
extra.
Oh, have we seen the pizza review? I haven't seen that one.
Sneaky good spot for pizza in Chicago.
Sneaky good.
Lavarola's better
In
known
Chicago?
for their Italian food.
Oh,
A
May
really
4th.
beautiful environment, deep dish, thin crust. Also let me get in the kitchen and get my hands dirty. Got to meet the staff, have a beer, sit down and talk to the GM. Excellent time. Sneaky good spot for pizza in Chicago.
Okay. Unbelievable.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Where are we at schedule?
Let's
Here
see
we
if
are.
let's see if the standings have been updated here yet. Is Cincinnati final?
Not yet. They got 2 outs, 2 guys on, 1 on third and
Okay.
1 on first.
All right. So we look at the schedule. They've got 24 or 5 remaining. Let's see. 2,
And then how many?
5, 8 plus 4 is 12, and 2 is 16. Go up.
Just 1. 1 game in
Yeah.
October.
I was counting, and you.
Oh,
Took
my
the
bad. There's only
calendar.
1 game in October.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go. Okay. So they got 2 left, 3, that's 5, plus 3, 8, plus 4, 12, 14, 4, 18, 3, 21, and 3, 24 games left. 24.
24.
So I don't think they win in Chicago, despite the fact that they're going to be feisty and furious or whatever. What was it?
Whatever.
Aggressively. was the
Aggressive,
word?
aggressive fierceness.
Aggressive fierceness. tomorrow.
Aggressive fierceness. And you
Don't
know
get
what?
too aggressive. You might strike out 20
Well, and
times.
that's what I'm saying, especially with Hendricks. When Hendricks is throwing all that junk and you're swinging for the fences, yeah, you're going to be aggressively sitting on the pine.
Okay. So that's tomorrow, and then Wednesday morning. Okay. They always seem to somehow pull one out, and it wouldn't be surprised if they pulled Wednesdays off. So let's say they win one in Chicago and they win two at home against the Rockies. That's 3. And they win 2 against Cleveland. That's 5. And then they go to the Rockies and split. That's 7 wins. I don't think they get Arizona. They say win 1. That's 8. Go to LA. I think they win 1 of 4. That's 9 wins.
San Diego.
Padres, I think they win 1 of 3.
And
That's
then the last
10
one.
wins. And then I think they win 1 of 3. I think they maybe that's 81 and 81.
81 and 81. 500.
That's it could go either way. I mean, they could go a few games over 500 or a few under. You know, I mean, I'm being kind of generous having them win 2 of 3 against Cleveland and Colorado at home. They could be 3-3 on that trip instead of 4-2.
That's true.
That's very possible with the way they're not hitting.
Exactly. And Colorado, Colorado always hits in Colorado.
Yeah. Phil's up 3-0. Spencer Stewart says 3-0 Phil's already. Who are the Phillies playing? Padres? Padres,
Yes, I
that's
think
right.
so.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Seattle got a hit. Let's see what it is. Yeah, he got a single. 6-3, Cincinnati. 2 outs. 2 men on.
Spencer, you wanted me booted for the Kapler thing, I guess. Huh? They can't do that.
All right then.
Can Eric do that? I think
Can
he
I?
can. I think you can. I did it to Larry once. He took me out and I took him out. He was bad. Yeah, we were he was ticked off at me because I was coming at him about we were on the 49ers. I said, don't boot me. Bam. He didn't even know it because I put him back in so fast. Ryan was like, ooh.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, dude, I'm supporting the channel.
That was early on, I think, wasn't it?
What's that?
That was early on.
Yeah. Well, it was football season last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last football. Yeah. How long until Kapler's the first base coach for Detroit?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Padres can't win 4 in a row. Yeah. Jeez.
If Kapler gets fired, does he get another job as a manager, or does he become like a bench coach?
I think he'll leave baseball.
You think so?
Yeah, he'll probably become some kind of.
I'd put him in the if he wants to stay in
Community activist or
baseball,
something, I
I'd
don't
put
know.
him in the minor leagues where he could be director of I thought that was a good job for him in LA, director of overall.
Oh,
The
the
player
farm.
personnel
Wasn't
or
it the
farm-
farm director or something?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe, I think he does have an eye for some talent as far as I don't think he's a horrible tactician of the game. I think he
Oh,
understands the game.
game over. Called strike 3.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Game
Wow,
over.
Cincinnati
wins.
beating Seattle helps Texas. Obviously helps Cincinnati.
Yeah, Texas is getting blown out.
So no game today with Miami, right?
No.
I looked at their schedule. Let's take a look at that because that is what's interesting, and then we'll get out of here. the schedule for I wonder if we can just pull up maybe teams.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. All right. So let's look at Cincinnati's schedule first, because these guys have some tough schedules. Okay, is that showing up there?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why are we in July? What?
Keep going. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, here you
Is
Okay,
this
so-
Miami or Cincinnati?
This is
Cincinnati.
Cincy's.
Okay.
Where are we at? Okay, so they just
They
finished
lost. Or they won.
Yeah,
They
they
won.
won. So they got 2
Okay.
more with Seattle. Then they go 3 to St. Louis, 3
They could win that.
at home, and then they got Detroit for 3,
They could win that.
and then they go to the Mets for
They could
3,
win that.
and then they're back home for 3 with Minnesota,
That could be tough.
and then they're home for Pittsburgh, and then they go to Cleveland for 2. And
Cincinnati's
St.
got an
Louis.
easy schedule.
That's a pretty easy schedule.
That's a pretty easy schedule.
That's a pretty easy schedule. Now let's take a look at
Miami.
let's take a look at Miami.
Wow, that was pretty damn easy.
All right, so Miami's got the Dodgers at home for 3. That's tough. Then they go to Philly for 3.
Tough.
Then they go to Milwaukee for 4.
Oh, Miami's got
Then
it.
they go to Atlanta for 3. No, Miami's done. New York, that's where the odds makers have them so low. Look at then they got the Mets, then they
And the
got
Brewers
Milwaukee
again.
and the Mets, and then Pittsburgh.
Oh, those last 6 games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6,
Depends how bad they get buried, though, against those other
but
teams.
those are on the road. They have a stretch where they've got New York and Milwaukee at home. Now, who else do we want to look at? Who's the other one? Arizona?
Arizona.
Okay, Arizona's got they got Colorado the next 2 days.
Ooh, then Chicago. That'll be tough.
Then they go to Chicago for 4. And then they go to the Mets for 4?
That'll be easy. Wow. 2 4-game
Wow, do
series.
they have 2 4-game series? Wow, what is that? Just a quick 8-game trip? 2 teams?
Yep.
Wow. And then they got the Cubs again.
That's tough. Then the San Francisco,
And then
the Yankees, they'll go beat the Yankees. They'll
they
beat the
gotta
White
go-
Sox.
they got to go, wait a minute. Why are they doing who the schedule makers did Arizona no favors? Look what they did to them. They got to go to New York on September 11th for 4, and then they come home, and then they got to go back straight to New York again.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And then Chicago, they'll do okay but they finish against Houston. Arizona has a tough schedule. So Cincinnati, they're the ones that are going to be
See, the Giants
as far as strength of schedule is concerned, Cincinnati's got it made pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants have an easy path. Like, the path is set. It's just a matter of what are they going to do with that?
Yeah, they should make up ground against Colorado and Cleveland's kind of in the running, so that may not be.
So you got Chicago, the next 2, and then Colorado, Cleveland, Colorado, Arizona, LA, San Diego, LA.
That last.
I think what's going to come back to hurt them is the fact that they whooped LA the last time 15-0. Remember?
Oh
that? They
yeah,
swept them.
yeah.
You think
Mhm.
LA is going to want to
Nope,
take it
they're
back
gonna.
to them?
Nope.
Yeah. I think LA would love to. It wouldn't surprise me to see LA take 6 or 7.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
You know, the fact that the LA can hit and Bueller may be back by then.
Yep, with his revamped wind up delivery.
Yeah. Mark Graves says they need to win 6 or 7. They do.
They need to, and I don't think they will.
Yeah, they do need to win 6 or 7. They need to.
I just don't
Yeah.
see it happening.
Yeah, Cool Breeze, good point. Sable had 11 home runs, was mashing, and they've hardly played him. Now they're playing Bailey every day. I think Bailey needs a day off.
They
He
just
needs
called
2
it. They
days
just said
off.
he's playing the rest of the way through.
I know. It's dumb. It's really dumb.
Yep.
And you're
Because-
expecting him to be like just super fresh for the playoffs? No, if they make the playoffs, he's going to be.
Oh, did you see what San Diego did yesterday? They were stealing bases all over the place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know who that was more on. Was that more on Cobb than it was Bailey?
Probably a little bit of both.
Because
Yeah.
Bailey's probably getting tired.
Yeah, probably so. All right, well let's wrap her up here. What do we got tomorrow? Game time is what?
Same, probably, right?
No, it's afternoon, late 4 something, I think.
Oh, is it?
4:40.
Oh,
All right, so we'll come on tomorrow about 7:30. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yep.
So maybe 8. We might do an 8 o'clock, even though the game's been over for an hour, just because we get more views at night. People are a little more available.
yeah. We had a nice turnout today for the holiday. That was nice.
Not too bad, yeah.
Live streaming
Live
for the
stream.
draft. Yes.
Yes, Trock. Are you going to? I think you face Eric week 1.
Let's go.
That's a shellacking.
It's gonna be Woo versus Truck.
Yeah, Woo is gonna get whomped.
You know what it is, though. You know what it is. If everyone can pick good guys, but if they don't perform, well, then you're screwed.
But you got to know who to play too.
Joe Montana.
There you go.
Woo!
Oh my
Will
God.
be, yeah. Me and Will. Week 1.
Oh, here we go. I can't wait for the draft. That should be fun, especially if we do it on live. That's going to be fun. Is it
Yeah.
going to be like a post game / draft night?
Yeah, we could probably do
Yeah.
a Wednesday night. It's a day game, but we'll probably lead up to the draft and maybe do a 7 o'clock post game for a half hour, and then just switch over, get clean out, go to the draft.
What time is it? 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock is the
Yeah, we got to get the links to everybody. I'll have to. Hey, everybody who's there in the chat, I will email you guys the link to StreamYard so you can come right into StreamYard. I just don't know. Are you going to be able to pull up the Yahoo onto the draft, or I don't know how that's
See,
going to work.
I don't think we'll just do that because that'll be too difficult because it's going to be mine only if I bring it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan did it last year. Maybe I can get a hold of Ryan and he can come in
I
and
can
help
put
us.
I mean, you'll see what people are picking, I guess. So,
Yeah.
We'll
but
figure
then
it out.
everyone sees what I'm doing.
What position scores the most in fantasy? Defense. Defense scores the most. So if you should draft defense early.
Draft defense. We don't have a kicker this year, but you should normally draft your kicker and your defense.
Yep.
And
Those are tips for you, Eric.
You know what I heard? I heard that the Miami Vikings defense is pretty fantastic this year. Hell of a pass rush, you know.
yeah, you
I
should-
can't tell if you're joking or not.
if the Niners
That's the
sign
best part.
if the Niners sign Boza, you should try and get him in as QB.
You know
Eric.
what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
They're paying him
very
QB money, right?
Yeah.
There
They're
you
paying
go.
him QB money. He could be a QB. Why not? Woo! Bosa, QB1.
Serious question. Who scores the most in fantasy? It depends, but a lot of times it's the QB.
QB or
Running back. Can be a wide receiver sometimes, like a JJ. If they have a big game, get 3 touchdowns and like 12 catches. With over 100 yards. Yeah. Eric is sandbagging you guys. No, here's what will be Eric. Here's what's gonna be Eric. Eric Romo. The worst team in NorCal
Oh.
sports fantasy football. Yeah, I don't want to. I lost to the worst
You don't want that. You don't want.
team
I lost
in
to the one.
I'm gonna have to have a shirt. I lost to Eric in fantasy football.
We should play. You know what? There we go, man. NorCal Sports Network. Put the logo. I lost to Eric. I like it. That's
We're gonna get one of
awesome.
those shirts. We gotta work on that.
I like that one.
I might have to give you the company that I've found that
Oh,
we
okay.
could, and then I may have to hook you up with them. They do everything. They sell all the merchandise for us. They make
And
the
I'll send
shirts.
them-
We don't have to do anything. Just send them. They send them out. They mail them. We're
And they
gonna
can have
come
my
up with
face
that.
on there going like this. I lost to Eric.
Don't make a shirt with Kapler on the beach, though, man.
man.
What could be the caption for that?
Oh,
Your
He
San
could be-
Francisco.
I lost.
Giants.
I lost fantasy football, and I have to wear their shirt and put the damn beach picture.
Can you imagine a beach towels with that?
Oh.
No, you have to go to the game with that. You go to a Giants game with that. And then you bring
better
you bring
yet.
a sign that says "I lost fantasy football."
Yes,
Or
that
better
should be
yet,
it. That's the punishment this year.
Or even, or if you get credentials, you gotta wear it in the clubhouse next year. Oh, could you imagine the looks? Oh my god!
I lost
man.
in fantasy football. I finished last in the fantasy football league. That would be
man.
great. Put that thing on the beach. Put it on a shirt.
No, yeah, whoever loses, it's their face.
Oh, man.
Yeah, their
Oh,
face on.
and their face on it. There you go. Because then they won't know. If people
Right.
know, then you know. Oh, I know
No,
about
your
you.
face like to the side of Gabe's
Yeah.
face. Like just kind of like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
Oh man.
kind of Siamese twins type picture of. That would be
Oh, man.
hilarious. Oh,
We're getting
man.
ideas now.
Trock got to go streaking only wearing that shirt. Yeah. Back in the-
Oh my god.
What was that? Back in the 70s, early 70s, streaking.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Yes. We got to come up with we do have to come up with a punishment. I think that would be the
That would
lead
be-
one.
I think that would be great.
Oh
my
man, because then
God.
guys, nobody wants to finish last because it's like
No.
that's the thing. If you have no punishment, there's no worry about finishing last.
Exactly.
You just cave in. and
Well,
don't
there is
even-
kind of a worry. You're losing $75.
No, your $75
Yeah.
is gone. If you're not in
Yeah.
the top three, forget it. But last year, there's guys in every league. If there's a guy who's just, and if there's no incentive, just mail it in. They don't even make their lineup.
God, that's gonna be so damn fun. Woo.
So awesome. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Yes, Matthew, kickers' lives matter. Let's stand up for the kickers. I'm an ex-kicker. Matthew's an ex-kicker. We love kickers, especially sidewinders. Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Streaking still lives. Oh, man. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your Labor Day. Go barbecue something. And, maybe, do we need a food review? We need one more food review?
Oh my gosh.
No. Let's pull this one last thing up because we said we'd get to it. Let's see what the odds are for the Giants.
Oh yeah.
They
Should have
left
updated
it
by
at,
now.
they left it at 39. They
Did
got
they?
the Reds. They haven't updated this. That's weird. The Reds are still at 16%. I don't get it.
Yeah, that hasn't been updated then.
Yeah, the other one was probably more accurate. So, all right, everybody. Back tomorrow night. Kickers got kicked to the side. Yeah, we did. We got kicked to the side. Hey, fish and chips. Come on. Come on. I could do it with my left foot, 25. 25 yards is, 20 yards was a extra point. I didn't miss an extra point my last couple years of high school. Only my freshman year did I miss a few. 25. Come on. I'm banging away at 55 in warm-ups. All right? Yeah. You don't think this old man to do it. Yeah, yep. MVP Dan Morkatna, yes. All right. Anyway, for Bora, for
Falco boy. Yep.
Falco boy, look at that. That hair is still growing, man. I want to see you look like the guy Oliver Anthony in a couple weeks.
Oh, I know, right? Big old
Keep that
beard.
beard down to there. All right, everybody. I think the channel needs a video of Dan going out there and attempting a 20-yarder. Not right now. I just had back surgery. Darn
I
it.
can't do it yet.
Maybe in a couple months.
There you go.
Couple more months. That would be something. Be back in the operating room.
You know what you could do? Maybe we could bring up a bunch of Civil War generals, and I'll try to grow a beard like one of them. Have you ever seen some of them Civil War beards? Woo!
What do we got to put in the chat for some? Hey, we didn't give any. We forgot to give this for the Giants today. What an effort! Wait, turn it. Big time effort from the Giants bats today.
13 of them.
And let's give them one big long one. There it is, San Francisco Giants performance, and unfortunately, hey, let's see Gabe one more time. Since we've had so much fun with Gabe today. Hey,
up, two, hey, four.
Krug
Hey,
called
layup.
Nick Ortiz Kapler the other day.
Yeah.
Hey! He missed third, I think. Look at Hey!
Oh my God.
Third base.
Jesus.
I think he missed third base. I'm positive he missed third base, didn't he? Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely, he missed third base, without a doubt.
All right, everybody. Get fired up here. Let's go! Who wants to be up? I want to be on the Larry Krueger show. Yeah! All right.
Let's go, Giants!
All right, we're out here in the bleachers with the Larry Krueger
Let's
show.
go, Larry Krueger!
Yeah, we're going to be on YouTube right now tonight. All right. Okay. When I say Larry, you say Krueger. Larry!
Krueger!
Larry!
Krueger!
Larry!
Krueger!
All right, let's hear it one more time. Come on, all right, Larry!
Krueger!
Larry!
Krueger!
All right, hey, Larry! Let's go, Giants!
Larry! Let's go, Giants!
Krueger!
All right. When I say NorCal Sports, you say... What do we got?
I say Larry, you say Krueger.
That guy cracked me up. He was like, "Oh, Larry Krueger!"
He looked like he was ready to kill.
Do you think he knows who Larry Krueger is?
Nope.
I don't think so. I think he was
Not
so
a
drunk.
clue.
I think he was so drunk. It was hilarious. That was fun. Somebody asked me the other night if my season tickets were out there in the bleachers. No, I was walking. My season tickets were on the third base. On the club level, right by the food court, and on the aisle, even with the third base bag. I had great seats, but there was no way I was paying $13,000 supporting this regime and what they're doing. So cool. Everybody, thanks for joining. We are definitely out of here. See you tomorrow night about, what did we say? 8 o'clock.
He said 8 o'clock.
Probably doing 8 o'clock. 7:38. We'll look to see you tomorrow night. Until then, arrivederci. Ciao.
And speaking of barbecuing, the Giants are cooked.